Hey friends, it's KT. This is a little bit of an unusual video. This is the Adventure Force Tetrashot made by Busby Toys. I was originally going to do a 1-minute review on this, and I set it up to do chronograph footage, and the chain immediately fell apart, which just means I bought it early enough before they redesigned the chain. As you can see, this chain link actually is stressed and won't attach to the other chain pieces, but even if I take these pieces and make a loop out of them, if I shake it enough, it just comes right apart. This new one is significantly sturdier. I can wiggle it around quite a bit and it won't come apart. So they did definitely fix something. I'm kind of curious to separate individual chain links and weigh them maybe and see if they just beefed it up somehow. But regardless, the joining pieces on the new ones are definitely an improvement. But unfortunately, I have another problem. Put the old chain aside here. I set this up to fire again once I got the new chain. Now, the way that this blaster works, you look at it and, a lot of people, of course, hoped that it would be a 4-shot shotgun. It turned out not to be the case. But it is a lot of capacity in a small space because what it does is it fires an individual shot out of each barrel, and each chain link then advances to the next barrel, goes through all 4 barrels, and then moves the chain one ahead. Unfortunately, mine is not advancing. That's obviously way more than 4 shots, and it should have moved on to the next chain link. I fired it. I ran around the house a little bit with my kids and had some fun with this for maybe 3 minutes, and then it did that, and it has not recovered. So there've been some quality control concerns with this blaster, but I haven't heard a ton of people saying that it's been doing that, and I'm really bummed because a couple people have been working on ways to make this into a 4-shot shotgun to actually improve the plunger volume on it so it can handle firing all 4 darts at once. I just think that would be super, super awesome and really, really fun. So what we're going to do right now is just open this thing up and see if we can figure out what the problem is and see if we can fix it. So let's go. Alright, so here's trigger and catch, the priming mechanism, cool. So this is really interesting. So there's 3 holes on this side, and there's 4 holes on this side. So the way that it changes between the barrels is on each rotation, only one of these will line up with one of these, and the other 2 are dry. Very interesting. Now, my job now is to try to understand how it knows to advance every 4 times. The fact that the whole plunger tube rotates is actually really fascinating. Yeah. I'm glad you agree, Jasper. Yeah, you also think it's really interesting? I'm sure you do. Does it have to do with this? Okay, this ridge should be what causes this to turn. But this blocks it. Did I put this part in backwards or something? Will this go the other way? Oh yeah, I put that in backwards, okay. I'm going to take some things out that I'm not currently using. Is this related? This is clearly the mechanism that... Oh, okay. every fourth rotation, one of these, I figured it out, what it's supposed to be doing. Every fourth rotation of this little ridge presses down on this, which should catch into this and pull this mechanism, which I think was stuck. There we go. That should allow this to turn. So why was it not doing it? Because now it feels like it's turning. I feel like I'm learning how it works, but I don't feel like I know what was wrong. Like I feel like it just came apart, and I don't have an explanation as to why. Like it just did. It just stopped working. So this is the mechanism by which this should be turning. It is now turning. So let's see if we can get this back together and see if it will do what it's supposed to. Oh, this piece is supposed to go in there somehow. I don't like that. Like that? Yeah. Oh, I guess that can just be slipped in after. Okay, it is now turning. There we go. I'll put the rest of the screws in off camera. We did fix it. I don't feel like I know what the problem was. I feel like, I mean, somehow the mechanism slipped, but clearly nothing broke inside, which is a good sign. I'm glad that it's not like physically just cracking on the inside and destroying itself, but also I'd like it to work, I guess. So why is the shell? I just realized the shell is advancing, but it's not actually. This wouldn't fire like this. It has to go all the way back like that. But like it doesn't guide. Like if you just drop the shell in, see it'll sit like this with a gap. But if you stick it all the way back there, it should actually fire. Yeah, I can hear the seal working. Let me throw some waffles in here. Oh, that's an elite. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on this. I feel like now that I've had it open, I can't really do a fair, proper 1-minute review on it like I normally would. I'm disappointed that it broke so easily. Obviously, I'm very pleased that they fixed the chain problem. Maybe some of these chain links, the old chain links, are still okay, and I can make a really long chain. But, like, I wouldn't hand this to a kid because I'm just afraid it's going to break again, and I'm just going to have to open the whole thing up and, like, realign it or whatever I had to do again. Like, honestly, if I had to recommend, like, unless you really have plans to mod this or do something crazy with it, I can't recommend buying it. I've heard so many funky things about it. And just like with the Thundershot, you don't really know if you're getting one. In fact, actually worse than the Thundershot, because with the Thundershot, you can check the trigger and see if it moves when you prime the blaster to know if you have the right one or not. But with this, you don't know till you get it home and like wiggle the chain. That's the only way to find out if it's a good one or not. So I mean, I'm glad I was able to get it working. At least, you know, we can play with it a little bit more, and I'll decide whether or not to do a 1-minute review on it another time. Let me know what you think about that. And until next time, I'll see you on the field.